Welcome to another episode of Healthy Pulse. Today, I'm going to reveal the simple morning rituals and secrets of the Japanese, and how these habits could help you add at least 20 more years to your life. Stay tuned. In the quiet corners of our world, where the modern rush has yet to fully penetrate, there exist pockets of remarkable human endurance. Here, on the islands of Japan, life unfolds with a different rhythm, a gentle cadence that seems to echo through the generations. It is a land where the sun first touches the earth each day, and with its light, it seems to bring a unique gift, the promise of a long and vibrant life. For centuries, observers have been captivated by the extraordinary lifespans of its people, particularly in regions like Okinawa, where the number of centenarians far surpasses global averages. This is not a recent phenomenon, but a deeply rooted legacy, a testament to a way of life that cherishes balanced purpose and a profound connection to the natural world around them. The secrets to this longevity are not locked away in high-tech laboratories or expensive exclusive clinics. Instead, they are woven into the very fabric of daily existence, as accessible and as fundamental as the air one breathes. They are found in the simple, deliberate actions that greet each new dawn. These are not grand gestures, but small, mindful rituals passed down from parent to child, a cultural inheritance of wisdom that has stood the test of time. These practices, honed over countless sunrises, form a powerful tapestry of well-being, demonstrating that the most profound truths about health are often the most elegantly simple, waiting to be discovered by those willing to listen to the whispers of tradition. If you have journeyed past the half-century mark, you may find yourself seeking a new map for the years ahead, a map that leads not just to a longer life, but to a richer one, filled with youthful energy, mental clarity, and a quiet, resilient strength. This journey we are about to embark upon is designed for you. It is an invitation to look beyond the conventional and to explore a philosophy that has nurtured some of the world's healthiest and happiest elders. It is a path that values gentle consistency over strenuous effort and mindful presence over hurried productivity. Let us explore how these ancient practices can revitalize your body and spirit, making every new day a source of joy and vitality. So, as we begin, find a comfortable seat, perhaps with a warm cup of tea in hand, and allow your mind to settle. Let the gentle pace of this exploration be a respite from the demands of the day. Together, we will travel to the serene landscapes of Japan, not as tourists, but as students of life, ready to learn from those who have mastered its art. This is more than just information, it is an offering of insight, a collection of practical tools for a healthier tomorrow. And if this path resonates with you, remember to join our community by subscribing, so we may continue to share these weekly explorations into a life well lived. Long before the world awakens, a profound ritual takes place in Japanese homes: conscious breathing. It's a moment of connection, welcoming the new day and stirring the life force, or ki. This simple act sets a tone of calm and intention. The philosophy of ikigai, a reason for being, is central to this practice. Waking with mindful breaths becomes the first expression of embracing your purpose. Slow, diaphragmatic breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, lowering heart rate and reducing stress. It promotes physiological equilibrium, conducive to cellular repair and overall vitality. Before rising, place one hand on your chest and the other on your abdomen. Breathe in slowly through your nose for a count of 4, feeling your abdomen rise. Exhale slowly through your mouth or nose for a count of 6. Repeat 5 to 10 times, focusing on the breath. Breath control has ancient roots, a cornerstone of Zen Buddhist meditation. In traditional Japanese medicine, breath, or kokyu, circulates vital energy throughout the body. Deep, rhythmic breath maintains a smooth flow of energy, nourishing the body. The morning ritual is a vital act of self-healing. To breathe from one's center is to act from a place of stability and inner strength. It is a cultural inheritance, a silent prayer, and a powerful affirmation of life. Find a time in the first moments of your day, sitting comfortably. If your mind wanders, gently guide your attention back to your breath. Practice for 3 to 5 minutes each morning. It becomes a non-negotiable act of self-care, honoring your well-being. By starting with calm, you are less likely to be thrown off balance. This measured approach cultivates emotional maturity. Memory and attention benefit from a calm nervous system. This cost-free ritual supports brain health. It is a profound act of self-compassion. Waking with a purposeful breath is the first step to a more graceful and joyful life. As the sun continues its ascent, casting a soft golden light across the landscape, another ancient ritual begins to unfold: It is the practice of early morning movement, a tradition as ingrained in Japanese culture as the rising sun itself. This is not a high-intensity workout but a gentle and deliberate communion with the world. For many, this takes the form of a simple walk, a journey through quiet neighborhood streets, local parks, or along meandering garden paths. The air is cool and fresh, the world is still waking, and this time is cherished as a precious opportunity to move the body, clear the mind, and connect with the rhythms of nature before the day's demands take hold. This tradition is deeply rooted in the belief that movement is life. In a culture that values harmony and balance, the idea of a sedentary existence is antithetical to well-being. The morning walk, or sampo, is more than just physical exercise, it is a moving meditation. It is an opportunity to observe the subtle changes in the seasons, to greet neighbors with a warm "Ohayo gozaimasu," and to feel the gentle turning of the world. For others, this movement takes place closer to home, in the meticulous and loving care of a garden. Tending to plants, feeling the earth in one's hands, and nurturing life is a physical and spiritual practice that grounds the individual and fosters a profound sense of purpose and connection. The scientific community has, in recent decades, begun to quantify the immense benefits of this simple daily habit. We now know that early morning exposure to natural light helps to regulate the body's circadian rhythm, promoting better sleep patterns and improving mood. The gentle aerobic activity of walking or gardening increases blood flow to the brain and muscles, delivering vital oxygen and nutrients. It strengthens the cardiovascular system, improves joint flexibility, and helps to maintain bone density, all of which are crucial for healthy aging. This daily dose of light, low-impact exercise is a powerful elixir for longevity, a simple prescription for a more robust and resilient body. For seniors looking to embrace this ritual, the beauty lies in its accessibility. It requires no membership, no special attire, only a willingness to step outside and move. Begin with a short, manageable distance, perhaps just a walk around the block. The goal is not speed or distance, but consistency and enjoyment. Pay attention to your surroundings, the sound of birds, the feel of the breeze, the colors of the flowers. If gardening is your preference, start with a few manageable pots on a balcony or a small patch of soil. The act of planting a seed, watering a plant, and watching it grow is a deeply rewarding form of gentle movement that nourishes both the body and the soul. The Japanese affinity for gardening is not merely a hobby, it is a reflection of a deep cultural and spiritual philosophy. Shinto, the indigenous faith of Japan, reveres the kami, or divine spirits that are believed to inhabit natural elements like trees, rocks, and water. To cultivate a garden is, in a sense, to create a sacred space, a microcosm of the natural world where one can commune with these spirits. This perspective elevates the act of gardening from a simple chore to a spiritual practice. Each act of weeding, watering, and pruning becomes a gesture of respect for the life force that animates the universe, fostering a sense of connection that is profoundly grounding and life-affirming. This connection to the earth has been a cornerstone of Japanese life for millennia. Historically, Japan was an agrarian society where the cycles of planting and harvesting dictated the rhythm of life. This intimate relationship with the land bred a deep respect for nature's power and a practical understanding of its benefits. Elders, having lived through times when self-sufficiency was paramount, often possess an innate knowledge of plants, soil, and seasons. For them, gardening is not just a morning ritual, it is a continuation of a lifelong dialogue with the earth, a way of maintaining a tangible link to their heritage and the wisdom of their ancestors. This daily interaction with the natural world provides a wealth of sensory stimulation that is vital for cognitive health. The varied textures of leaves and soil, the vibrant colors of flowers and vegetables, the rich scents of damp earth and blossoming plants, all of these inputs engage the brain in a gentle and holistic way. This sensory richness can help to keep neural pathways active and strong, warding off the cognitive decline that can sometimes accompany aging. The planning and problem-solving involved in gardening, deciding what to plant, where to plant it, and how to care for it, also provides a gentle mental workout, keeping the mind sharp, engaged, and purposeful. The physical movements involved in gardening are uniquely beneficial for the aging body. The acts of bending, squatting, reaching, and digging promote flexibility, strength, and balance in a natural, functional way. Unlike repetitive exercises in a gym, gardening involves a wide variety of movements that use the whole body, helping to maintain a broad range of motion in the joints. This low-impact, weight-bearing activity helps to preserve muscle mass and bone density, reducing the risk of falls and fractures. It is a form of exercise that is not only effective but also deeply satisfying, as the effort results in the tangible beauty of a flourishing garden and the nourishment of fresh homegrown food. Embarking on your own morning movement ritual should be a journey of pleasure, not pressure. If you choose walking, the first step is simply to decide on a route that feels safe, accessible, and enjoyable. This could be a familiar path through your neighborhood, a circuit around a local park, or even a... As the first rays of sunlight crest the horizon, a subtle yet powerful ritual begins across Japan. It is a symphony of gentle movement, a choreographed dance performed by millions. This is radio Taiso, or radio calisthenics, a practice as deeply woven into the fabric of daily life as the rising sun itself. The origins of this tradition stretch back to the 1920s, inspired by similar broadcasts in America. It was designed to be simple, accessible, and beneficial for all, promoting public health and a sense of community. The philosophy underpinning Radio Taiso is one of holistic well-being. It focuses on full-range motion, awakening every joint and muscle group with methodical care. For the senior citizens of Japan, Radio Taiso is more than just a physical routine, it is a social cornerstone. Let us now delve into the mechanics of this gentle art form, beginning with the foundational movements, the joint rotations. This conscious release of tension is not merely physical, it is a mental and emotional unburdening. Remember, the goal of Radio Taiso is not perfection but participation. The enduring popularity and scientifically validated benefits of Radio Taiso stand as a powerful testament to a simple truth. Consistent, gentle movement is a cornerstone of a long and healthy life. Ultimately, the legacy of Radio Taiso is its beautiful simplicity and profound accessibility. By embracing this approach, we can all learn from the wisdom of Japan's elders, understanding that a long life is not merely about adding years, but about adding life, movement, and connection to those years. Before breakfast, a simple ritual unfolds in Japan, drinking a warm beverage. This isn't a rushed gulp, but a mindful moment. Often it's a cup of warm water, sayu or matcha. Rooted in tradition, it draws from Chinese medicine and Japanese reverence for balance. Warm water gently awakens internal organs, soothing digestion and flushing out toxins. It improves circulation and relaxes muscles. Sayu involves boiling purified water, cooling it to a comfortable temperature. Influenced by Ayurveda, it kindles Agni, the digestive fire. Seniors can gently heat filtered water upon waking. Sip it slowly, feeling the warmth spread. Matcha offers more complexity and nutrients. It's finely ground, specially grown green tea. Its history is linked to Zen Buddhism. Matcha's health benefits exceed standard green tea. Sift matcha powder into a bowl, add hot water and whisk until frothy. L-theanine promotes calm alertness. This transforms hydration into a mindful act. True wellness lies in the quality of attention we give to daily actions. This sets a positive tone for the day. It's an invitation to begin from balance. The lesson is gentle consistency. Find the sacred in the simple. Embrace the ritual, nourishing our connection to ourselves. In the symphony of the Japanese morning, after the body has been awakened with movement and nourished with warmth, there comes a moment of profound stillness. This is the practice of sitting in silence, a form of mindfulness meditation that is as essential to well-being as any physical exercise or nutritional choice. In a world that bombards us with constant noise, information, and demands for our attention, the deliberate choice to embrace silence is a radical act of self-preservation. It is a sanctuary that one builds not with walls but with intention, a space to simply be. As dawn's gentle light spills across the Japanese archipelago, another ancient ritual begins, one that nourishes the very core of being. Here, the first meal of the day is not a heavy affair, but a subtle, considered offering to the body. It is a tradition steeped in the wisdom of centuries, a culinary philosophy that understands that true strength comes from within. The Japanese breakfast is a testament to the belief that how we begin our day sets the tone for our vitality, our clarity, and our connection to the natural world. It is a quiet symphony of flavors and textures, each element chosen for its ability to awaken the digestive system gently and provide sustained, balanced energy. This practice is rooted in the principles of Washoku, Japan's traditional dietary culture, recognized by UNESCO for its cultural significance. Washoku emphasizes balance, variety, and the use of seasonal, locally sourced ingredients. At its heart is the understanding that food is not merely fuel, but a source of life-giving energy that must be respected and prepared with intention. The morning meal in particular is seen as a crucial opportunity to replenish the body after a night of rest and to fortify the intricate ecosystem of the gut. We observe here a meal that is a microcosm of this profound philosophy. It is light, yet deeply satisfying. It is simple, yet complex in its nutritional profile. The focus is on fermented foods, which have been a cornerstone of the Japanese diet for millennia. These living foods, teeming with beneficial bacteria, are a gift to our internal gardens. They help to cultivate a thriving gut microbiome, which modern science is now confirming is inextricably linked to everything from our immune response and mental health to the very process of aging itself. This is not just eating, it is a form of internal cultivation. For those wishing to embrace this life-affirming ritual, the transition can be gentle and gradual. Consider introducing a small bowl of miso soup, a simple warming broth that hydrates and provides a wealth of minerals and probiotics. This single change can be a profound first step, a gentle introduction to a way of eating that has sustained one of the world's longest living populations for generations, a quiet revolution in a bowl. Let us look closer at the stars of this morning repast. First, the humble bowl of miso soup. Its warm, savory aroma is the quintessential scent of a Japanese morning. Miso itself is a fermented paste, typically made from soybeans, salt, and a fungus called koji. This fermentation process, which can last for months or even years, transforms the simple ingredients into a nutritional powerhouse. It unlocks a universe of umami, the fifth taste, which provides a deep sense of satisfaction and satiety. The benefits of miso extend far beyond its delightful taste. It is a rich source of probiotics, the friendly bacteria that colonize our gut. By starting the day with a warm bowl of miso soup, one is essentially sending in reinforcements to support this vital internal army. The warmth of the soup also gently stimulates the digestive organs, preparing them for the day ahead. It is a gentle internal sunrise. Alongside miso, we often find another, more challenging yet profoundly beneficial food, natto. These are soybeans that have undergone a unique fermentation with the bacterium Bacillus subtilis. The result is a dish with a pungent aroma and a distinctive, sticky, stringy texture that can be an acquired taste for the uninitiated. Yet, for those who embrace it, natto offers extraordinary health rewards. It is one of the richest known sources of vitamin K2. To incorporate these foods, one can begin with a simple, high-quality miso paste, available in most health food stores. Simply whisk a spoonful into hot but not boiling water, and add some diced soft tofu and a sprinkle of seaweed or chopped scallions. For the adventurous, natto can be introduced in small quantities, traditionally served over a small bowl of rice and seasoned with a dash of soy sauce and mustard. The act of preparing this simple breakfast is in itself a form of mindfulness, a quiet ritual that sets a peaceful and intentional tone for the day. Here, each step is deliberate, the gentle slicing of green onions, the careful whisking of the miso paste into the warm dashi broth, the arrangement of small dishes. This mindful preparation engages all the senses. The sight of the vibrant ingredients, the sound of the knife on the cutting board, the earthy smell of the miso, the warmth of the bowl in one's hands. This ritual does not have to be time-consuming. The beauty of the Japanese breakfast lies in its elegant simplicity. Miso soup can be prepared in a matter of minutes. Pre-cooked rice can be gently reheated. A small portion of pickles and a packet of natto can be plated with ease. For those seeking to adopt this practice, start by setting aside just 10 to 15 minutes. Lay out your ingredients the night before to make the process even smoother. What appears to be a light meal is, in fact, a masterclass in nutritional balance. The traditional Japanese breakfast, known as ichiju sansai or one soup, three sides, provides a complete spectrum of macronutrients and micronutrients. The small bowl of rice offers complex carbohydrates for slow-release energy, preventing the blood sugar spikes and crashes associated with sugary breakfast cereals. The miso soup provides hydration, minerals, and probiotics. The side dishes, which might include grilled fish, a rolled omelet, tamagoyaki, or tofu, offer high-quality protein to support muscle health and promote satiety. This combination of protein, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates provides a steady stream of fuel that keeps the mind sharp and the body energized for hours. The inclusion of pickled vegetables or tsukemono adds not only a delightful crunch and tangy flavor, but also another source of probiotics and digestive enzymes. The principle of harahachi bun mi, eating until you are 80% full, is intrinsically linked to this morning meal. The use of small, individual dishes encourages portion control naturally. It prompts one to eat more slowly, to savor each bite. To create your own balanced morning meal inspired by this tradition, think in terms of components. Aim for a source of protein, like a soft-boiled egg or a small piece of smoked salmon. Include a complex carbohydrate, such as a small portion of oatmeal or whole grain toast. And don't forget the fermented element, a spoonful of plain yogurt, a glass of kefir, or of course a simple bowl of miso soup. The goal is not to replicate the exact meal, but to embrace its underlying principle, to begin the day with a light, balanced and deeply nourishing offering to your body. As the body is nourished, so too must the mind be tended. In the quiet moments that follow the morning's first rituals, another profound practice unfolds, one that requires nothing more than a pen, a piece of paper, and a willingness to look inward. This is the art of journaling, but with a specific, powerful focused gratitude. It is a deliberate act of shifting one's perspective, of training the mind to seek out the positive, the beautiful, and the meaningful in the fabric of everyday life. This is not mere record-keeping, it is the conscious cultivation of a resilient and joyful spirit. This practice has deep, though perhaps less formalized, roots in Japanese culture, which places a high value on reflection, self-awareness, and the appreciation of transient beauty. Philosophies like Zen Buddhism encourage a state of mindful awareness and an appreciation for the present moment. The act of writing, or shodo, is itself considered a meditative art form, a way of expressing one's inner state. Journaling with gratitude is a modern manifestation of these ancient principles, a way to channel reflective energy into a tangible practice that has been shown to have remarkable effects on mental and emotional well-being. The science behind this simple act is compelling. Studies have demonstrated that regularly practicing gratitude can lead to lower levels of stress hormones like cortisol, improved sleep quality, and a greater sense of overall happiness and life satisfaction. When we actively search for things to be grateful for, we are rewiring our brains. We are strengthening the neural pathways associated with positive emotions, making it easier and more natural for our minds to default to a state of contentment rather than one of complaint or anxiety. It is a form of mental fitness, as vital as any physical exercise. To begin this journey, one needs only the simplest of tools. A dedicated notebook, one that feels pleasant to the touch, can make the ritual feel more special. The key is consistency. The goal is not to write pages and pages of flowing prose, but to simply capture a few specific things for which one feels thankful. It could be the warmth of the morning sun, the taste of a cup of tea, a kind word from a neighbor, or the simple fact of a new day dawning. The act of writing it down solidifies the feeling, transforming a fleeting thought into a concrete anchor of positivity. Gratitude journaling is, at its core, an exercise in seeing. It trains us to look past the grand dramatic events and to find profound meaning in the small, often overlooked details of our existence. Our modern world often pushes us to focus on what we lack, on what we strive for, but have not yet achieved. This constant state of wanting can create a persistent undercurrent of dissatisfaction. Gratitude journaling offers a powerful antidote. It gently shifts our focus from scarcity to abundance, revealing the immense richness that already exists within our lives, right here and right now. The practice encourages a level of specificity that is crucial to its effectiveness. It is one thing to write, "I'm grateful for my family." It is another, far more powerful thing to write, "I am grateful for the way my grandchild's eyes lit up when I told them a story yesterday." This specificity forces us to relive the moment, to re-experience the positive emotion associated with it. It brings the memory to life, allowing its warmth to permeate our present state of being. It is the difference between looking at a map and actually walking the beautiful terrain it represents. This art of seeing extends beyond our personal experiences to the world around us. A gratitude practice can attune us to the subtle wonders of nature, the intricate pattern of a leaf, the shifting colors of the sky, the persistent song of a bird outside the window. It fosters a deeper connection to our environment and a greater appreciation for the complex web of life of which we are a part. In Japan, this sensitivity to nature is a cultural touchstone, expressed in art, poetry, and everyday life. Journaling becomes a personal way to participate in this tradition of deep appreciation. To cultivate this art of seeing, challenge yourself each morning to find 3 new, specific things to be grateful for. At first it may feel difficult, but with practice, your perception will begin to change. You will start to notice small moments of beauty and kindness throughout your day that you previously would have missed. your journal becomes a personal collection of these precious moments, a treasure chest of positive memories that you can revisit anytime you need a reminder of the goodness that surrounds you, a testament to a life filled with quiet wonders. While the primary focus is on gratitude, the journal can also serve as a safe and private space to process more challenging emotions. Life, in its fullness, inevitably includes moments of difficulty, sorrow, and frustration. Allowing these feelings to fester unspoken can create a heavy internal burden. The act of writing them down can be incredibly cathartic. It externalizes the emotion, moving it from the chaotic realm of thought onto the ordered space of the page. This simple transfer can create a sense of distance and perspective, making the feelings seem more manageable. This is not about dwelling on the negative, rather, it is about acknowledging it, giving it a voice, and then consciously choosing to release it. One powerful technique is to write about a challenge or a source of anxiety on one side of the page, then on the other side, or after processing the feeling, deliberately shift focus back to gratitude. This practice trains the mind to acknowledge difficulty without being consumed by it. It builds emotional resilience, the ability to navigate life's storms while holding fast to an anchor of inner peace and thankfulness. This process mirrors the Japanese aesthetic principle of kintsugi, the art of repairing broken pottery with lacquer dusted with powdered gold. Kintsugi teaches that an object is more beautiful for having been broken, that its history of damage is something to be highlighted and celebrated, not hidden. In the same way, our journals can become a space where we acknowledge our own breaks and fissures, our own struggles and scars. By processing them, and then overlaying them with gratitude, we are performing a kind of emotional kintsugi, creating a stronger, more beautiful, and more authentic version of ourselves. To incorporate this into your practice, do not shy away from writing about what is troubling you. Be honest with the page. It is a space free of judgment. Write until you feel a sense of release. Then take a deep breath, turn the page, and begin your gratitude list. This conscious pivot is a powerful act of self-regulation. It is a declaration that while you acknowledge the shadows, you choose to turn your face towards the light. It is a skill that, once mastered on the page, can be applied to the challenges of life itself. Over time, a collection of these gratitude journals becomes something more than just a series of daily entries. It becomes a personal legacy, a rich tapestry woven from the threads of one's own life experiences. It is a chronicle of growth, a record of joy, a testament to resilience. Flipping back through the pages of an old journal can be a profoundly moving experience. It allows us to reconnect with past versions of ourselves and to see how far we have come. It reminds us of forgotten blessings and moments of simple happiness. This collection serves as a powerful reminder of life's goodness, especially during difficult times. When the present moment feels overwhelming or bleak, the journal stands as concrete evidence that life has been, and can be, full of light. It is a source of strength and perspective, a wellspring of positive emotion that can be drawn upon at will. It is a deeply personal and powerful tool for maintaining a positive outlook, not based on wishful thinking, but on the documented reality of one's own lived experience. Imagine, years from now, sharing these journals with a loved one, a child, or a grandchild. They would be receiving not just a collection of stories but a blueprint for a happy life. They would be learning through your own words the profound importance of gratitude, reflection, and seeing the beauty in the everyday. It is a legacy of wisdom, a gift of perspective that is far more valuable than any material possession. The simple, private act of writing each morning can ripple outwards, touching the lives of future generations. Therefore, as you sit down with your pen and paper, understand that you are doing more than just starting your day with a positive mindset. You are engaging in an act of creation. You are authoring the story of your life, not as a passive observer but as an active participant who chooses where to place the emphasis. You are building a repository of joy, a fortress of resilience, and a legacy of wisdom. It is a simple ritual with the power to transform not only your own life, but the lives of those who will follow. Following the internal cultivation of mind and body, the Japanese morning rituals guide us outward to reconnect with the source of all life, the natural world. Even a few moments spent in the presence of nature can have a profoundly restorative effect on the human spirit. This innate tendency to seek connections with nature and other forms of life is known as biophilia. In Japan, this connection is not just a pleasant pastime, it is woven into the very fabric of the culture and is considered essential for a healthy, balanced existence. It is a return to our origins, a reminder that we are not separate from nature, but an integral part of it. This reverence for the natural world is deeply embedded in Shinto, Japan's indigenous religion, which holds that gods and... In Japan, Taichi unfolds with the rising sun. It's an ancient dance, intertwined with Taoist principles. The movements are slow and deliberate, a physical poetry of yielding and strength. It prepares mind and body for the day. Each posture mimics nature. Practitioners move with focus and serenity, breath synchronized with movement. For beginners, the journey starts with stillness, focusing on breathing and grounding. Explore simple movements without rush, embracing the flow. Tai Chi is adaptable for any age or condition, even seated. Listen to your body moving comfortably. It cultivates well-being and enduring vitality. Science validates its benefits, improving balance and reducing falls. It lubricates joints, maintains flexibility, and builds sustainable strength. It lowers blood pressure, improves circulation, and enhances heart function. Start with simple forms like parting the wild horse's mane, moving as if through water. Beyond physical benefits, Tai Chi offers mental clarity, grounding you in the present. It cultivates mental flexibility and resilience. Set an intention before practice, focusing on sensations and gently guiding back a wandering mind. It calms the nervous system, reducing stress and building inner peace. Communal Tai Chi fosters connection, combating isolation and affirming community. Joining a group can be rewarding, offering guidance and friendships. The goal is to cultivate Qi, allowing it to flow freely. It tunes the entire being to the universe's rhythms, unlocking vitality. In the intricate ecosystem of a long and healthy life, there exists a nutrient as vital as any food or exercise: human connection. Here in Japan, this understanding is woven into the very fabric of the morning. It begins not with an elaborate ceremony, but with the simplest of gestures, a heartfelt "Ohayo gozaimasu," or "Good morning." This is more than a mere pleasantry. It is a ritual of acknowledgement, a small but profound act of seeing and being seen. It is the first thread of social connection cast out into the new day, a practice deeply ingrained from a young age. This daily ritual of greeting one's neighbors, the local shopkeeper, or the postman is a fundamental expression of community. It reinforces the knowledge that one is part of a local network, a web of familiar faces and shared spaces. This seemingly minor interaction serves as a powerful antidote to loneliness and isolation, conditions known to have a detrimental impact on both mental and physical health. The history of this practice is the history of close-knit communities, where survival and well-being have always depended on mutual support and a sense of collective identity. It is a tradition of social cohesion, played out in millions of small moments every single day. For seniors, maintaining these daily points of contact is especially crucial. A simple morning greeting can be the start of a brief conversation, a check-in on a neighbor's well-being, or an offer of assistance. It is the bedrock of informal support systems that are so characteristic of these long-lived communities. To incorporate this, one need only step outside their door with an open and friendly disposition. It is about making eye contact, offering a warm smile, and speaking a word of greeting to those you encounter as you begin your day, whether on a morning walk or a trip to buy the newspaper. The effect of this practice is cumulative. One small greeting may seem insignificant, but a lifetime of them builds a powerful sense of belonging and security. It creates a social environment where people look out for one another, where help is readily available, and where the day begins with a positive social affirmation. This simple, consistent act of connection is a cornerstone of the Japanese approach to a long and happy life, reminding us that our well-being is inextricably linked to the well-being of those around us. It is a beautiful, effortless way to nourish the soul. Beyond the spontaneous morning greeting, the Japanese culture provides a remarkable structure for regular social engagement, particularly for its older citizens. The day is often punctuated by planned social rituals, from neighborhood association meetings to gateball games in the local park. Gateball, a mallet sport similar to croquet, is immensely popular among seniors. It is not just a game, it is a social event, a reason to gather, to engage in friendly competition, and to share laughter and conversation. These organized activities provide a reliable framework for social interaction, ensuring that connection is not left to chance. The historical roots of these community groups, or jichikai, are deep, originally formed for mutual assistance in areas like firefighting and festival organization. Today they have evolved to play a critical role in the social welfare of residents, especially the elderly. They organize cultural events, health workshops, and social outings, creating a vibrant community life that keeps seniors active and engaged. Participation in these groups provides a sense of purpose and a defined role within the community, powerful psychological anchors that contribute significantly to well-being in later life. For seniors looking to foster this kind of structured connection, the first step is to explore what is available in their own local community. This might mean joining a book club, a walking group, a gardening club, or a volunteer organization. Many community centers, libraries, and places of worship offer a wide range of activities specifically for older adults. The key is to find an activity that is personally enjoyable, as this provides intrinsic motivation to attend regularly. It is about proactively seeking out opportunities to be with others in a shared and purposeful context. The importance of these regular, scheduled interactions cannot be overstated. They create a rhythm of social connection in one's weekly life, providing something to look forward to and a reliable antidote to days that might otherwise be empty or lonely. These groups become like a second family, a source of support, camaraderie, and shared experience. By actively participating in the social life of their community, Japanese elders build a resilient network that supports them through all of life's seasons, a testament to the power of structured, intentional socializing for a long and thriving existence. A particularly beautiful aspect of social life in Japan is the strong emphasis on intergenerational connection. It is a society where the wisdom of the elders is traditionally revered, and where grandparents often play an integral role in the lives of their grandchildren. This bond is a two-way street of immense benefit. For the older generation, interacting with the young brings a sense of joy, vitality, and purpose. It is a chance to pass on stories, skills, and traditions, reinforcing their value and legacy within the family and the wider community. These connections are not confined to the family unit. Many community programs are specifically designed to bring different generations together. Schools may invite local seniors to teach traditional arts like calligraphy or origami, or to share stories of the past. In return, children may visit nursing homes to perform songs or simply spend time with the residents. These organized interactions help to break down generational barriers, fostering mutual respect and understanding. They create a community where every age group is seen as a valuable and integral part of the whole. One can actively cultivate these intergenerational connections in their own life. For those with grandchildren, this means making time for shared activities, whether it is reading a book, tending a garden, or simply talking about their day. For those who do not have family nearby, volunteering at a local school, library, or youth center can be a wonderful way to connect with younger generations. Even a simple smile and a kind word to a child in the neighborhood can help to build a bridge, creating a friendlier and more connected community for everyone. This flow of energy between the young and the old is a powerful elixir of life. It keeps the minds of seniors sharp and their spirits light, while providing children with a sense of history, stability, and unconditional affection. It is a symbiotic relationship that enriches all who participate. By nurturing these bonds, Japanese culture ensures that the wisdom of the past informs the future, and the energy of the future invigorates the past. This deep, cross-generational social fabric is one of the most profound and life-affirming secrets to Japan's celebrated longevity. Perhaps no social ritual is more universal or more powerful than the act of sharing a meal. In Japan, this is elevated to an art form, a practice rich with tradition and meaning. The concept of ichiju sansai, or one soup, three sides, reflects a philosophy of balance and harmony that extends beyond the food itself to the social experience of eating. Sharing a meal is a time for communion, for slowing down, for savoring both the food and the company. It is a daily opportunity to connect on a deep and fundamental level, nourishing both body and soul. The social aspect of eating is considered essential for good health. Eating alone, especially for seniors, is often associated with poorer nutrition and a decline in mental well-being. In contrast, communal dining encourages a more mindful and enjoyable approach to food. The conversation and camaraderie that accompany a shared meal can improve digestion and enhance the absorption of nutrients. It transforms the functional act of eating into a restorative and joyful social ceremony, a highlight of the day to be anticipated and cherished. To embrace this life-enhancing ritual, one can make a conscious effort to share meals with others more frequently. This could be a standing weekly lunch with a friend, a regular family dinner, or participation in a community meal program. Even inviting a neighbor over for a simple cup of tea and a small snack can have a profound impact. The focus is not on elaborate cooking, but on the simple act of coming together around a table. It is about creating a space for conversation, laughter, and mutual support to flourish. This practice of communal eating reinforces the bonds of family and friendship, weaving a strong safety net of care and connection. It is in these moments of shared sustenance that stories are told, worries are eased, and joy is multiplied. The Japanese understanding of longevity is holistic. It recognizes that a healthy life is not just about what you eat, but who you eat with. By making the shared meal a regular ritual, we can tap into one of the most ancient and powerful sources of human happiness and well-being, a simple yet profound secret to a longer, more connected life. As our journey through the quiet, sunlit mornings of Japan comes to a close, we are left not with a complex prescription, but with a series of gentle invitations. From the first deep, mindful breath of the day to the warm greeting shared with a neighbor, these rituals are threads of intention woven together to create a tapestry of a long and vibrant life. They speak of a profound wisdom, a deep understanding that health is a delicate balance of body, mind, and spirit, nurtured by small, consistent acts of self-care and community connection. Which of these Japanese rituals would you like to try tomorrow morning? The path to a healthier life does not require a radical upheaval. It begins with a single, gentle step. Perhaps it is the simple act of stretching by an open window, savoring a warm cup of tea in silence, or spending a few moments connecting with the nature just outside your door. The power lies not in the magnitude of the change, but in its consistency. Remember, it's never too late to start taking care of yourself. Your body and mind possess a remarkable capacity for healing and renewal, waiting only for the opportunity to do so. These ancient practices, honed over centuries, remind us that the most profound changes often spring from the simplest of beginnings. They show us that a life of great length and happiness is not a distant yes. Today, we explored how Japanese morning rituals can help add 20 more years to your life. Simple, powerful, and backed by centuries of wisdom. Try adding just one habit to your day and feel the difference. And hey, if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more wellness tips, and share it with someone you care about. See you in the next one.